Have you ever stopped to consider that it might not be the big events that shorten your life, but the small unnoticed habits that quietly chip away at it day after day, while most people assume that serious damage only comes from obvious threats? Like smoking, severe illness, or dangerous accidents, the reality is far more subtle and far more alarming. It's the tiny, repetitive things we do, without thinking, the ones that slip under our radar as we age, that often have the most lasting impact. On our health and longevity in today's video, we're going to uncover 8 silent saboteurs' daily patterns that seem harmless but are secretly draining your vitality and cutting time off your life expectancy. You may assume we're talking about the usual suspects like poor diet or lack of exercise. Sure, they play a role. But what tops this list will likely surprise you. It's not about what you eat. It's not even about how much you sleep. It's something far more personal. Something many people carry for decades without ever recognizing the damage it's doing. Before we dive in, take a second to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Not only does it help this message reach more people who need it, it tells us you care about living smarter, stronger, and longer. And if you're serious about protecting your health and making real lasting changes, you're exactly where you need to be. Stick with me until the end, because I'm not just going to list these life-shortening habits. I'll break down how they erode your physical health, disturb your mental clarity, and even affect your emotional stability. More importantly, I'll give you simple, actionable steps to reverse course starting today if you've been feeling like you're doing everything right, but still can't shake the sense that something's off, or if you're just curious about how to fortify your health as the years go by. What you'll learn in the next few minutes might just change your life. Let's jump right in. Let's begin with something that many people dismiss: emotional repression, that quiet habit of keeping everything bottled up inside. Most folks don't realize that unspoken feelings: anger, you never express; sadness, you bury; stress, you pretend isn't there, don't just vanish. They linger in the body, creating tension, inflammation, and even disease. When you constantly suppress your emotions, your body goes into a prolonged state of internal strain. Blood pressure rises. The immune system weakens, inflammation spreads. All of this lays the groundwork for chronic illness, without you ever connecting the dots. This kind of stress doesn't scream for attention, it whispers over years. And because the effects aren't immediate, most people don't recognize the danger until it becomes a diagnosis. Especially in older generations, men in particular, there's this deeply rooted belief that expressing emotion is somehow a sign of weakness. But modern science says otherwise. Clinical research has repeatedly shown that suppressing emotions can lead to serious health issues: ulcers, cardiovascular disease, persistent fatigue, and even memory decline. I knew a man named Alan. He was 81 when his wife passed away after over 5 decades of marriage. Everyone thought he was coping well. He never cried, never complained. He said he was fine. But within months he was battling insomnia, chronic headaches, and digestive issues. It wasn't until his daughter gently persuaded him to join a grief support group that something shifted. After his first meeting, he told me, "I didn't realize how heavy it was until I finally let it out." That's the power of acknowledging what's going on inside. And this isn't just about grief. It's about every little moment you swallow, instead of process getting angry, but staying silent, feeling overwhelmed, but pushing through, carrying guilt, shame, or resentment without ever naming it. These emotional burdens don't just fade away. They take root in your nervous system, messing with your hormones, sleep patterns, and even how your body repairs itself. Ignoring your emotions doesn't make you stronger. It wears you down from the inside. So what can you do? Start simple. Begin by checking in with yourself daily. When something stings, don't brush it off. Write it down. Talk to a friend. Say it out loud. You don't need hours of therapy to benefit. Just 10 minutes of honest reflection each day can ease the pressure inside you. That small act of honesty adds up to less stress, deeper sleep, and yes, a longer, healthier life. Letting yourself feel is not indulgent. It's essential. The more emotionally whole you are, the more of your life you'll actually get to enjoy. Now let's move to another life-extending secret that most people underestimate: your connections. Strong, meaningful relationships are one of the best predictors of a long and satisfying life. Yet, as the years pass, many of us find ourselves drifting further away from the people who once filled our lives with joy. Friends relocate, loved ones pass, families grow busy slowly and often without meaning to. We slip into a quieter, lonelier existence. But here's the kicker. Loneliness isn't just a feeling, it's a biological threat. Scientists now equate chronic loneliness to smoking a full pack of cigarettes a day. It can compromise your immune system, spike your blood pressure trigger, inflammation, and increase your risk for cognitive decline, heart disease, and even premature death. And it doesn't matter if you live with others or have family nearby. What matters is how connected you feel. Emotional isolation can exist even in a full house. I remember a woman named Marie, she was 77, lived in a nice neighborhood and always smiled when people greeted her at the grocery store. But one day she quietly admitted, "No one really knows what my days look like." She was surrounded by people, yet felt completely unseen. Everything changed when she joined a local group that met weekly to volunteer at a food pantry. It gave her a sense of purpose, but more importantly, it gave her community. Her sleep improved. Her mood lifted, and for the first time in years she felt alive. Not just existing relationships don't need to be perfect to be powerful. A single sincere connection can lower your stress levels, boost your immune response, and even extend your lifespan. Whether it's assembling a neighbor or someone you meet through a book club or gardening group, what matters is presence, knowing someone cares. If you're having a tough day, having a voice in your life that reminds you that you matter. So if it's been a while since you truly opened up to someone beyond pleasantries and small talk, take the leap. Send a message, make a phone call, join a class or a group. Even if it feels awkward at first, rebuilding your social life isn't just a luxury, it's a lifeline. Because human connection is more than comforting, it's healing. And the more of it you nurture, the more years you can potentially reclaim if you're still with me and finding these insights meaningful. Go ahead and drop the number 2 in the comments, so I know you're here and engaged. And if you haven't already subscribed, now's the time. Hit that button and tap the bell, so you never miss a video like this one. Your support makes it possible for us to keep sharing content that helps people live longer, better, and more connected lives. If you've fallen into the habit of burning the midnight oil, it's time to consider you don't have to transform your entire routine overnight, but shifting your bedtime just 15 minutes earlier can be the first domino that changes everything. Create an environment that invites rest. Dim your lights in the evening, step away from screens at least an hour before bed, and allow your body to slip into a state of calm. Your brain is not wired to thrive on chaos. It's designed to heal and repair during restful sleep. You see, sleep isn't a luxury for the lazy or the weak. It's a biological reset button. While you sleep, your body performs a list of vital repairs, regulating hormones, clearing out toxins from your brain, repairing damaged tissue, and reinforcing your immune defenses. And the earlier you sleep, the more time you give your body to carry out those crucial tasks before morning arrives in a world that glorifies productivity and late night hustle. Choosing sleep is a rebellious act of self-preservation. So don't treat bedtime like an afterthought. Treat it like medicine. Because when you prioritize rest, your heart, your memory, your metabolism, all of it thanks you. You wake up clearer, stronger, more alive. Now let's talk about something many people quietly skip without realizing the price: regular checkups. There's this common mindset that creeps in after a certain age: if I've made it this far, I must be doing something right. And while there's truth in that, it can also lull you into complacency. Just because you feel fine doesn't mean everything under the surface is. Some of the most serious health conditions like high blood pressure, early-stage cancers, or diabetes don't make a grand entrance. They creep in silently and grow stronger when left unchecked. That's the danger. It's not the pain you notice, it's the problem you don't. After 60, the body can shift more rapidly than you think. Bones become more fragile, organs work harder, vision may change subtly. And many of these changes are manageable, even reversible, if they're caught early. I remember Leonard, 76 years old. He hadn't seen a doctor in over 10 years. Hospitals are for emergencies, he used to say. But one morning while walking, his dog, he blacked out, collapsed on the sidewalk. Turns out he had undiagnosed diabetes and dangerously low blood pressure. It was treatable, but the years of neglect made his recovery harder than it needed to be. If I'd just gone in sooner, he told me, this wouldn't have scared my family half to death. And that's the thing, checkups aren't just about catching disease. They give you clarity, confidence, peace of mind. A 10-minute blood test could uncover something crucial. A quick heart scan could identify hidden risk. Even a routine eye exam could prevent a fall. These visits aren't overreactions. They're a way of respecting your future, a way of saying, I'm still showing up for myself, for the people I love. So don't wait until something feels wrong, because often by the time you feel it, it's already further along than it should be. Preventive care doesn't make you paranoid. It makes you prepared. Make the appointment, ask the uncomfortable question. Get the scan you don't need to turn your life into a hospital schedule, but staying informed, that's power, that's control. And hey, if you're still watching and this hit home, drop the number 4 in the comments to let me know you're in this with me. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's a good time. Hit that button and the notification bell so you don't miss the rest of this series. It helps us grow, and more importantly, it helps us keep showing up for you with content that actually matters. Now let's keep going. Let's talk about an invisible lifestyle hazard that's become way too normal. Sitting for hours every day. At first glance, it seems harmless, right? But the truth is, prolonged sitting has been called the new smoking for a reason. Even if you squeeze in a 30-minute walk, spending the rest of your day in a chair can still do damage. Slow creeping damage that adds up over the years. Our modern world is built for comfort, not movement. We sit to eat, sit to relax, sit to scroll, sit to drive, but the human body wasn't engineered for passivity. It was built to move, bend, stretch, lift. The longer you stay still, the more your blood flow slows, your metabolism drags, your muscles weaken, and inflammation quietly builds. I once knew a man named Glenn, 79 years old. He took pride in doing a brisk walk around the neighborhood each morning. But after that, he spent most of his day in a recliner watching TV, nodding off shuffling cards over time. His ankles swelled, his energy dipped. Blood sugar crept up. His doctor told him, the walk is great, but your body needs movement throughout the day, not just a single burst. But here's the good news. You don't have to join a gym or train like an athlete. You just need to interrupt the stillness. Stand up once an hour. Stretch your arms, march in place while waiting for your coffee. Do a few simple moves while brushing your teeth or watching your favorite show. These tiny actions reawaken your circulation, reduce stiffness, and prevent muscle loss, and over time they strengthen your ability to live independently. Don't let your favorite chair become your silent trap. After each meal, walk a few laps around the house. During TV time, use commercial breaks as a reminder to stand put. Sticky notes in your kitchen or set an hourly alarm. Your body isn't asking for perfection, it's asking for consistency. Movement is how you say, I'm not giving up on this body. I still have plans. Let's move on to another habit that seems innocent, but can unravel your health in subtle, powerful ways. Eating while distracted. Think about how meals used to be an experience. You'd sit down, focus on your plate, maybe share conversation, but now, meals often happen in front of screens, during meetings, in the car, or while scrolling through your phone. Food becomes background noise, and when eating turns mindless, your body suffers. Why? Because digestion starts with attention. When you're distracted, you chew less, swallow faster, and often eat far more than you need. Your body struggles to register fullness, and you disconnect from the sensory experience of food. This can lead to poor digestion, blood sugar spikes, weight gain, and long-term metabolic issues, not because the food is unhealthy, but because your awareness is. I once spoke with Teresa, a 73-year-old woman who didn't understand why she was steadily gaining weight. I don't snack. I don't eat junk food, she said. But every meal was eaten. In front of the TV, I barely remember what I ate, she admitted once she started eating at the table. Screen-free, everything changed. She felt full, sooner ate less. Her digestion improved, and yes, she began losing weight without dieting. Mindful eating doesn't mean turning every meal into a ceremony. It just means being present. Look at your food before the first bite. Smell it, taste it fully. Set your fork down between bites. Check in with your body halfway through the plate. Ask, am I still hungry? Or just on autopilot? This simple awareness strengthens your body's natural signals and helps you eat in a way that honors your health. And there's something deeper here too. Intentional eating isn't just physical, it's emotional. When you give your meals the respect of your attention, it sends your brain a powerful message. This matters, you matter. Feeling like you matter. It's not just a nice thought, it's transformative. That shift alone can help lower cortisol levels, improve gut health, and change The way your body processes food, entirely eating, becomes an act of nourishment. Not a rushed task you squeeze between errands. It becomes a ritual of care, one that feeds your body and soothes your nervous system at the same time. So if you've fallen into the habit of scarfing down meals on autopilot, distracted by screens or to-do lists, now's your chance to reclaim something sacred. Turn off the background noise, put your phone away. Even if it's just for 10 minutes, take that time to really be with your food. Sit down, breathe. Enjoy each bite as if it matters, because it does. And the response from your body might surprise you. More sustained energy, better focus, fewer cravings, and a deeper sense of calm throughout your day. If this video is still resonating with you, go ahead and comment the number 6 below to let me know you're still here and reflecting on these insights. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss the next video. Your support helps us keep creating content that's not just informative, but transformative. Let's continue. Here's something you might never have considered a threat to your health every day. Noise, that constant hum in the background, the TV playing endlessly, the buzz of traffic outside your window, or the fridge motor that never seems to stop. Might seem harmless, but your body registers every decibel, even if you think you're tuning it out. Your nervous system, isn't it, stays alert, it stays active, and over time it pays the price. Living in a sea of background sound keeps your body in a subtle state of stress. Your heart rate stays slightly elevated, your blood pressure ticks upward, your sleep becomes lighter, and over the weeks, months, and years, that constant buzz wears you down. You feel it as fatigue, irritability, scattered thinking, even chronic anxiety. And because the noise is always there, you often don't realize how much it's affecting you until it's gone. I once met a man named Samuel, 78, who kept the TV on from morning until bedtime. "It keeps me company," he said. But he was always tense, always tired. He struggled to fall asleep and often woke up groggy and frustrated. One night, a neighborhood power outage forced him to spend the evening in silence. The next morning, he told me it was the first night in years he'd woken up without a headache. That experience changed him. He began carving out time each day, without screens, without noise, just stillness. Within weeks, his blood pressure dropped, his sleep deepened, and he rediscovered something he hadn't felt in a long time. Peace. Noise doesn't have to be loud to be harmful. It just has to be relentless, and the solution isn't total silence. It's creating space for quiet, not just while sleeping, but during the day. Give your ears and brain a break. Choose an hour each day where everything goes off. No phone, no background shows, no notifications. Let the silence settle if possible. Step outside and listen to natural rhythms. Birds whine, the rustle of trees, even your own breath. These moments tell your nervous system, you're safe, you can relax now. And that's when true recovery begins. Stillness isn't absence, it's restoration. Like your muscles need time to repair after activity, your brain needs time to decompress after sound. Make room for that. Protect it, because in those quiet moments, your body begins to heal. Your thoughts become clearer, and you finally start hearing what your inner world has been trying to tell you all along. Now let's move to something even more underestimated: artificial light at night. Leaving a hallway lamp on, falling asleep with the TV flickering in the corner, keeping your phone face up on the nightstand. Might feel like no big deal, but light at night, especially bright or blue-toned light, can throw off your entire internal clock, and your internal clock is no small thing. It governs your sleep cycles, your hormone levels, your digestion, your mood disrupted, and the consequences ripple through your entire body. Here's what happens. Your brain relies on darkness to produce melatonin, the hormone that signals your body it's time to rest and repair. When exposed to artificial light at night, especially the kind that mimics daylight, your brain gets confused. It delays melatonin, release it, disrupts the rhythm, and over time, this throws off everything from your immune response to your metabolism. Studies have even linked excessive nighttime light exposure to increased risk of heart disease, weight gain, insulin resistance, and even certain cancers. Not because of the light itself, but because of what it does to the natural healing process that only happens in deep, uninterrupted sleep. I met Linda, an 80-year-old woman who had spent over a decade struggling with sleep. She blamed it on aging until she attended a wellness workshop and learned about circadian disruption. Inspired, She made one change. She began turning off all artificial lights by 900p. She swapped her bright bedside lamp for a dim amber bulb within 2 weeks. She began falling asleep quickly, and staying asleep through the night. Her digestion improved, her mood lifted. "I didn't even know how exhausted I'd been," she said, "until I finally experienced real rest." Sleep is not just about how long you're in bed, it's about the signals your body receives leading up to it. When your environment sends the message that it's still daytime, your body can't do what it's biologically programmed to do. It stays alert, and alertness blocks restoration. So what can you do? Begin by dimming your lights an hour before bed. Trade cool white bulbs for warmer, softer lighting. Use blackout curtains or an eye mask. Turn off screens, or at least use blue light filters. Cover those little blinking lights on electronics. And if you need a night light, make it red or amber, not white or blue. These subtle shifts send your body a powerful message. It's time to rest. Your body thrives on rhythm. When you respect that rhythm, when you embrace the dark as a time to heal, you unlock one of the most powerful longevity tools you have. A good night's sleep isn't just about waking up refreshed. It's about giving your cells, your brain, your heart, and your spirit the nightly restoration they need to carry you into tomorrow with strength. Offering your body the gift of true darkness at night might be one of the simplest yet most powerful health upgrades you can make. It's not something flashy. It's not something most people even think about. But this small act of honoring your body's natural rhythm can unlock deeper rest, faster healing, and a surprising sense of renewal. And in the long run, it could mean the difference between just getting through the years or truly thriving in them. Now, before we close out, I want to invite you to take a breath and reflect. Out of all the 8 habits we uncovered today, which ones felt familiar? Which ones hit a little too close to home? Was there something that surprised you? Maybe a behavior you never imagined could be quietly shaving years off your life. A lot of us assume that skipping sleep or missing checkups is where the real danger lies. And sure, those are important, but often it's the subtle habits, the emotional silence, the constant hum of background noise, the distraction during meals that leave the deepest scars over time. They sneak into our routines and stay there invisible until something breaks down. But here's the encouraging part. None of these habits are irreversible. You're not stuck. You're not too late. Every single one of these patterns can be changed, redirected, healed. And the second you become aware of them, that's when the momentum shifts. That's when your health, your time, your sense of peace all start to return to you. So let me ask you, which one will you work on this week? Will you reach out to someone you've grown distant from and rebuild that human connection? Will you reclaim your sleep, space, and start honoring darkness? Like the medicine it truly is, will you finally schedule that checkup you've been putting off? Not out of fear, but out of love for your future. You don't need to change everything overnight. Real transformation starts with small intentional steps repeated with care. That's where the magic lives, in consistency. You deserve not just a longer life, but a better one. A life that's grounded, joyful, clear-minded, and anchored in purpose. These habits may have quietly drained your strength before, but now you see them. And that awareness puts the power back where it belongs, in your hands. We'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share one thing you learned from today's video, and more importantly, how you plan to apply it in your own life. What change are you ready to make? Your words matter, and reading them gives us the fuel to keep going and keep growing this community. If this video helped you, inspired you, or gave you a new perspective, do us a favor. Click the like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and turn on notifications so you never miss another message like this one. Share it with someone who might need a wake-up call or a gentle reminder that their health still matters. Thank you for spending this time with us. We appreciate you, we're rooting for you, and we can't wait to see you in the next video. Until then, be well, stay present, and keep moving forward.